Ohnesorge, Wanakee High School. This is my prep profile.
Jacob, football season's upon us already. You've had some pretty good success here. What's it like being a football player at Wanakee High School?
That's great. I mean, there's nothing better than it. I mean, just walking around the hallway, everyone wishing you luck, game days and everything. There's nothing better than it.
Now, as we're doing a profile, it's before school starts, and you have one of your biggest games, DeForest, but nobody's in school yet. Does that take away a little bit?
Yeah, it takes away a little bit. I mean, there's not as much excitement, but trust me, there's still a lot of excitement going on, especially at practice.
Yeah, this is one of those the coaches don't have to do too much about anything, right? Just get you ready and you'll take care of it.
Yes.
What's the first sport you remember playing when you were a little kid? What's the first thing you remember
Just
doing?
backyard football. I mean, with my neighbors and everything. That's the first thing I remember.
And what other sports did you play growing up? What was it like to use sports? Did you try a lot of things?
Pretty much everything, yeah. Never soccer. I wasn't much into soccer ever. Basketball, baseball, football, all that.
Now, football and baseball are the two that you played in high school. Did you play any other sports or winter
I
sport?
played basketball my freshman and sophomore year.
And then the baseball, you almost got to state last year in baseball.
Yes.
What's the dynamics like? I know there were a few football players on the team. Max Chamberlain was one of them. What was that like from football to baseball? Just kind of a little more laid back atmosphere?
Yeah, it's a little more laid back. Not quite as intense, but trust me, it's still pretty intense, and we get guys going.
And then at the next level, are you looking at playing football somewhere?
Yeah, I'm looking at playing football somewhere.
It can be kind of hard, though, to duplicate the experience. I mean, you look at Wanakee, I've talked to players that have graduated, just the atmosphere here makes this place special.
Yeah, it makes it really special. I mean, I've heard the guys like Austin Molly and Strauss that play for Wisconsin, they say there's nothing like playing on Friday nights at Warrior Stadium. Nothing compares to it.
And they got a pretty big winning streak here, too, so there's a little bit of pride in that, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. You said your favorite teacher, Mr. Bauer, is that a high school teacher?
Yeah, he's a science teacher.
And what makes him special?
He's just really good at teaching you the stuff in a fun way. I mean, he's not one of those teachers that kind of bores you while you sit in the back of class. He gets you involved and doing a lot of experiments and like stuff that you're actually involved in.
Kind of challenges you?
Yeah.
It says competitive, hardworking, outgoing. So competitive, does that... I guess I want to talk a little about the weight room in Wanakee. What's it like here? I know you guys do a lot with the weights, but
yes.
Is that competitive on the field and in there? Do you guys have contests for that, or what keeps the guys going? Because it's not something I think you do naturally.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have like contests, but you can always see guys competing with themselves and the other guys in the weight room. Like we're doing our speed and agility work in the summertime, trying to beat guys in a race. I mean, you don't win anything, but just knowing that you beat them is kind of there's self-pride, kind of.
There's always bragging rights.
Yeah.
Do you have a most inspirational teammate, someone who's really kind of motivated you?
Yeah, I said Jack Flincham. He's not a star on the team. He doesn't start even, but he's one of those guys. He's on the scout team. He's one of the hardest working guys on our team. He watches probably the most film out of anyone on our team. He's a great student. Just a great guy.
And then you added coach.
Yeah.
You're the first one that's done that. What makes it's Paul Martin, your offensive line coach?
Yes. Yeah, I just said him. He's just a great motivator. I mean, he's not one of those guys that is kind of screaming and yelling, getting you fired up. He just talks to you calmly and lets you know. He likes using Muhammad Ali as a reference, a lot of his motivation.
I've watched him work there. Fundamentals are so important, and it's like he's a stickler for details.
Yeah, he's definitely a stickler for details.
Favorite team, Packers, but favorite athlete, Clay Matthews, a defensive player.
Yeah.
What do you like about Clay?
I don't know, he's just a great athlete, and I don't know why I love defensive players so much more. I mean, it's fun watching offensive linemen and pros and stuff, but it's nothing like seeing Clay Matthews come around the edge and sack the quarterback.
What about the hair?
Hair's pretty cool too. I wish I could grow that.
You drive a moped, but your dream gift would be a car in the winter. What's it like? You have to drive that around to school?
No, it's pretty much once the roads start getting pretty icy, I stop driving it. I drive it. I'm probably the last one to drive the moped to school. I get my winter gear on, my face mask, a couple layers of gloves and hats. So
yeah, I can see this body going on. Yeah, there's Jacob.
I've thrown chains on the tires a couple times, but.
What's your dream date, Erin Andrews?
Oh yeah.
Are you unhappy she switched networks?
Doesn't really matter to me too much.
Even though you do watch SportsCenter, though, right?
Yeah.
Pretty avid fan. For you, what makes Wanakee High School special to you? What do you think when you look back, other than the maybe the football games? What stands out about this place?
I think it's a great environment. I mean, the teachers are great, a lot of great students. It's a great place to learn and make a lot of friends.
It said favorite food ribs. Well, obviously Quaker Steak and Lube. So,
Yeah.
do you guys have some team eating fests over there? Or?
Yeah, I love it. Usually every Tuesday, there's a lot of Wanakee football players over there eating all-you-can-eat wings. Those are the past 2 Tuesdays.
So they see you guys walking in the door and go, load up the truck.
Yeah.
Here it is. Okay. It said you wish you could meet though a center.
Yeah.
How did you were a guard? Did you start out as a guard?
Yeah, or my sophomore year, I played the first 2 games at center, replacing for suspended, our offensive center, and then I moved to guard my sophomore year and played the rest of the season. And then my junior year and this year, I'm center.
So have you watched Saturday? Did you see him play when he played with the Colts? Or?
Yeah, I've seen him. I mean, he's had a great long career. I just like to talk to him, ask him about some of his experiences being a center, and just talk.
What do you like about the position? You get beat on when you got to snap the ball, don't you? I mean,
a little bit. I mean, I love the position. I love being on the offensive line because you get to hit someone every play. When I was in 4th grade, I played center, and my dad was the coach, and he told me that, or he asked me if I wanted to touch the ball every play, and I said yes. He said, "Play center. We need you there." So I did.
So you knew when he said touch the ball, it wasn't going to be a quarterback, though, right?
Oh, I didn't know that right away.
Okay.
Kind of tricked me into that one, but.
Okay, and then a lot of centers are catchers, but you're pitcher and a first baseman.
Yes.
How did you start t-ball? Have you played baseball all the way along?
Yeah, I played baseball all the way along.
And it was your dad, one of your coaches, and that too.
Yeah, he's my coach all the way through.
Yeah, he's kind of one of your role models.
Yes, he is.
And what I guess sometimes it's kind of hard to have a parent as a coach, but how did that whole thing work out for you?
It worked out great. I mean, I loved having him there. Just kind of, you look over and see him there, kind of pushes you a little bit harder because you want to make your dad proud.
And I want to ask you one thing about, we're not too far from the stadium, game night, big sign, go Hogs.
Yes.
I know in Wisconsin they talk about the linemen being rock stars. Are you guys the rock stars of the program here?
A little bit.
You like the attention though the offensive linemen get here?
Yeah, I mean we get a lot of attention from the fans and everything, but I mean the paper don't get that much attention. But we know when Leo is getting interviewed, he's always talking about us because he loves us. So is Tyler Reynolds this year.
Hey, you miss Leo, but Tyler stepped right in and
yeah, he definitely stepped up. He's had a great offseason in the weight room. I mean, all the way through high school, he's always been working hard in the weight room, waiting for his chance.
Now, one thing he said, did you know, and I didn't, your dad played for Poynette and actually beat a Wanakee team a snap at winning streak? So does he tell you about that all the time?
He tells me about that all the time. I didn't believe him. I actually looked it up online because he was telling me so much. I thought he was joking about it. But yeah, I think 1976 he came down here and played at Warrior Stadium and beat Wanakee and ended like a 23-game winning streak they had going.
That's when they were both back in the Capital Conference days,
yeah.
So, if you talked to him about your team versus maybe his team when they were playing?
Yeah, I love it. I think we'd win.
Okay. And then as far as volunteer work, you do a lot of work with camps and with kids?
Yes. Working a lot of youth camps with football and baseball both.
And what can you see yourself doing down the road? You have any plans for college or what you want to study? Or?
I'm not too sure what I want to study. I'm thinking probably business or engineering, but that could change.
And how's the college recruiting and how's that going right now? Do you kind of put that on hold for the season?
Yeah,
or?
kind of put that on hold for the season. Just got to focus on one thing.
See what happens, yeah. And that one thing is
football.
Keeping that gold ball here
Yeah.
again. All right, well, Jacob, well, congrats on a great 3 years and good luck this year.
Thank you.